Welcome back to Cash and Sass, the podcast where we ditch the shame, talk real numbers, and build bold, bankable wealth without sacrificing who we are. I'm your host, Lisa Marie, fractional CFO, money mentor, and the sassy wealth queen behind Transcendent Wealth Co. If you're ready to scale with strategy, own your power, and finally feel wealthy in every sense of the word, then you're in the right place. Today, this conversation is about why making money doesn't automatically mean that you're managing it well, and why so many capable, high earning creators, business owners, and entrepreneurs still feel unsettled around money, even when so much income and revenue is coming in. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Y'all, there's a moment almost every single business owner and creator and entrepreneur hits. You have a strong month, revenue is up, clients are paying, sales are flowing. And on paper, everything looks good. Hell, everything looks great. And yet, your body doesn't relax. Sound familiar? Instead of peace, you feel pressure. Instead of confidence, you feel alert. Like, what's going to happen next? What am I supposed to do? Instead of celebration, you feel calculation. And y'all, that disconnect is confusing you. It confuses people, period. Okay? Because they think if I'm making good money, I should feel good. True. But here's the thing. There's a real huge difference between making money and managing money. Y'all, making money and managing money are two completely different skill sets. And most business owners, entrepreneurs, and creators master one while ignoring the other. And sometimes you don't ignore it on purpose, but you still ignore it, okay? Managing money is about direction. Making money is about visibility, offers, marketing, growth, revenue. Managing money, though, is about allocation, sustainability, predictability, clarity, and leadership. So, hearing those things, ask yourself, if I'm right, which one have you been focusing on? Which one are you really, really great at? Majority of you are going to say making money. Because one is forward motion, making money. The other, however, is stability. That's managing money. And y'all, without stability, motion feels very dangerous and sometimes chaotic. So let's talk about the bank balance for a minute. I know, don't cringe, okay? Just hear me out, okay? Your bank balance shows total cash. So you're going and you're looking at your bank balance and you see you have $5,000 in that one account or 50,000, whatever, right? What you see is total cash. What it does not show you or tell you is what's already committed, what's reserved for taxes, what's allocated for payroll or what should be allocated for payroll, what needs to be set aside for future expenses, and what's actually available. However, when you have all your money in one account, your brain treats that number like it's fully yours. And y'all, this can be personal or business, okay? This goes for both, okay? Your brain treats that number, oh, that's fully mine, even when it's not. So when you make decisions based on what you're seeing, you're operating off of incomplete information. And guess what incomplete information creates? Anxiety. That's why two business owners can both have $40,000 in the bank and can feel completely different. One feels calm, one feels really tight and not calm. The difference? Clarity. Money feels very loud when it lacks direction. Y'all, if every dollar has a purpose, your nervous system relaxes because you now have clarity and you know what you're supposed to be doing. You know where your money should be going and you know exactly what's available for whatever it is the next thing that you're wanting to do. If every dollar feels flexible and undefined, your nervous system stays braced because it's asking, am I going to have enough for those taxes? Am I going to have enough for the payroll? Am I going to have enough to pay my team? Am I going to have enough to pay myself? Oh, what if I don't? If I pay my team, I have this, then what am I supposed to do about the taxes? See how that goes? Whereas if every dollar has a purpose and you allocate it to that purpose and move it out of that main account, now your nervous system can relax because you know exactly what is available. There's no guessing, right? Undefined money equals uncertainty. And y'all, uncertainty equals stress. Now, this has nothing to do with your intelligence, nothing to do with your capability, and nothing to do with your work ethic. It has everything to do with structure. So let me give you a real life scenario, okay? A business owner makes $65,000 in a month. She's thrilled, right? But she doesn't know how much of that is really profit, how much is already spoken for, what next month's baseline expenses are, what's safe to reinvest. So instead of celebrating, she freezes because she doesn't have that information. She hesitates on hiring, she delays on investing, and she questions everything on what she's spending. From the outside and on social media, she looks so successful. Inside, she feels exposed. Y'all, that's the gap between making money and managing money. Now, here's what I want you to take from this episode, okay? Stop asking how much did I make. Instead, I want you to start asking what job does this money need to do? That one shift will change how you see everything. Because when money has jobs, it no longer feels chaotic. It starts feeling directed. And direction reduces fear. Now, something that you could do immediately after this episode, look at your current bank balance. Open your app, look at your current bank balance. If no more money came in this month, what is already committed? That's what I want you to ask yourself. So I want you to ask yourself again, if no more money came in this month, what is already committed? List it out mentally, write it on a paper, whichever. I don't want you to panic. It's not to judge yourself. I just want you to see. Just list it out just to see. What's going to happen is you're going to instantly realize that your total balance is not the same as your available balance. And that clarity alone will calm your nervous system. Y'all, that's managing money. It's not being restrictive. It's understanding where your money is supposed to be allocated, where it should be allocated. And if you're not wanting to be allocated where it needs to be allocated, that's where we come in. We can make some changes, right? If you don't separate making from managing, then growth becomes very stressful because more revenue just means more responsibility, more decisions, more pressure. But when managing grows along with making, that growth feels powerful instead of scary. Y'all, that's the difference between accidental income and intentional wealth. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm all for the intentional wealth. Okay? I want you to understand this episode isn't about building systems yet. It's about realizing that if money still feels heavy, even when you're earning well, you're not broken. You're just using momentum without direction, and leadership requires both. Okay? Leadership requires both momentum and direction. So Until next time, remember, as I always say, confidence and cash are the ultimate power duo. Go check in with your money, and as always, have a fantastic and wealthy day.